And that is our biggest problem. It's like, it's so true. And I think like one of the things that we realize is like, how could you not, like, from a Democrat or Republican perspective, like when you're talking about the other side, it's like, how could you not see this the way, that I am, and like the way that my party is seeing it right now. And like that's very real for, I think, people on both sides of the aisle, but it's also the media that both sides are consuming. There on the left side, it was like these people were targeted and they were here legally on visas, and it shouldn't be happening and they shouldn't be deported. And then you read the Fox News article on it, and it talks about the visa process and how they weren't exactly eligible for the visas, and with the laws in place that they should be deported, right? So like whether you agree with the deportations or not, you're getting spun on both sides saying like, yeah, we're following the law over here, and on the other side you're like, no, like you need basic human empathy. And I think the problem is that we're saying one side is super empathetic and one side is not empathetic enough. And that is our biggest problem. We're saying Democrats are so empathetic. They want to include everybody. Everybody wants to be here. And then Republicans are like, no, we're following the law and we can't be empathetic and can't think about other people. When in reality, both sides are, have I think can actually feel empathy for each other, but don't want to, because they then have to concede something to the other side. If they feel empathy for a person on the other side, then somehow that side is winning. And we can't let that other side win or gain even a little bit or concede a little bit to them. My whole thing is, go into it not as a Republican or a Democrat or one side or the other, but just go in as a human being and say, this is what I believe as a human being, and then let's bring in the issues, right? And if we start to talk like that, we can realize that, oh my God, wait, we have a lot more similar than we don't. That we're supposed to be polarized on these opposite sides, and we're told to hate each other, but in reality, you're my next door neighbor. We'll go to the block party together. We may not have never even talked about politics, and I love you, and you may be a Democrat, and I may be a Republican. We don't even know it. Like that's kind of the things that I want to go back to, is just genuine humanity. Is now there doesn't have to be something political about every conversation that you have or every interaction that you have.